That's what I need to do. Boom, got it. All right, now we're in it. See, chat? Optimization leads the way to success. All right, let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? Joseph here to bring you a word today. I felt really led to talk about Jesus and when he calmed the sea, specifically because this story represents to me the storm of life and how Jesus is being a representative of what we are supposed to do in the middle of these storms. This is found in Mark chapter 4, verses 35 through 41. On that day, when evening came, he said to them, "Let us go over to the other side." Now, I want to stop for a second. This is Jesus talking to his disciples. They're getting ready to travel across this sea. They just got done working with the crowds and such. So leaving the crowd, they took him along with them in the boat, just as he was, and the other boats were with him. And there arose a fierce gale of wind, and the waves were breaking over the boat so much that the boat was already filling up. Jesus himself was in the stern, asleep on the cushion. Jesus is just napping. Everything's going on around this boat. What it means here by the wind and everything is like a storm showed up. Different translations talk about a storm. So if you can imagine being on a boat, if you've ever been on a boat before and there's rain or choppy winds, choppy sea, you're all over the place. You're trying to keep your balance, you're hanging on to things are flying everywhere. Jesus is just sitting in the stern, he's napping, he's chilling, he's not worried about a thing. Meanwhile, everybody's panicking and fearful. Jesus himself was in the stern asleep on the cushion, and they woke him and said to him, "Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing? What's going on here?" And he got up and rebuked the wind and said to the sea, "Hush, be still." And the wind died down and it became perfectly calm. And he said to them, "Why are you afraid? Do you still have no faith?" They became very much afraid and said to one another, "When this is that even the wind and sea obey him." Jesus is not like throwing the disciples under the bus here, but what he's telling them is, why are you afraid of what's going on? You think that you're dying in this boat, but I'm here with you. Why would I perish if you believe truly that I am the Son of God? So it's a really great moment to realize that even when everything is going on around us, it doesn't matter whether you're dealing with money issues, family issues, stuff with friends, stuff with work, things, or maybe you just have a lot on your plate right now. God is with you in the middle of the storm, and all you need to do is have faith that you're gonna get through that storm. Jesus came up and he rebuked it, and it was so, I can't imagine what that must have been like to see. But Jesus will come in and calm your storm if you let him. Another verse that comes to mind is in Matthew. I can't remember the number specifically. I'll put it up here on the screen so you can go back and check it. But Jesus specifically is talking about how we are really, really important to him, and that even though God created everything that is around us, are we not more important than the birds? Is specifically the quote that he says. It's in Matthew. And he's saying, are they not? They go and they forage. They get their berries. They get their things. I'm like paraphrasing here, but God provides for them the same way he will provide for you. Something else to really think about in this passage, because storms of life get chaotic. There's anxiety, sometimes there's depression, sometimes there's hopelessness, and sometimes you just feel lost and nobody's on your side and you feel completely alone. But despite that feelings do not always determine our reality, because if God is with us everywhere, God sees you, and no matter what your circumstance may be, calling out to Jesus and just being present with him. Ring out your heart to him. Talk to him. Let him know what's going on. He knows about you, but he wants a relationship with you. And this goes back to saying that if you're struggling with something, talk to him. If you need something, talk to him. Ask God and he will bless you. Make sure your heart is in an alignment, though. You also don't want to be deceived. This isn't prosperity gospel. This is quite literally, if you're following the path, if your heart is in the right place and you really are seeking God with everything in your being, God will answer your prayer. It may not be the way that you think it is going to be answered, but it will still be answered nonetheless. And what you will reap from that will be so much bigger than anything that you could have imagined in the first place. So thanks for listening, guys. That's all I got for today. Be sure to subscribe and like for more. Comment if you have any prayer requests, and be sure to check out any of the links to either videos or joining our community. All right, peace and love. Jesus loves you.